So if you are just tuning in or catching this after the fact on YouTube, appreciate you tuning in. Right now we are in our March to October series. We have made it to the World Series against Cleveland. As you can see our playoff path on All-Star, we went 111-51, so we won the NL Central by 18 games, and the Cubs made the wild card, lost to Washington. We fought a hard-fought division series with the Nationals, winning that one 3-2. That was a very entertaining series, and then we made it to the NLCS against the Dodgers in a rematch of 2018's NLCS, and we crushed them. And it was, if you caught that stream on Twitch, basically we were in control from the first game. We were down two to nothing in the ninth of game one, and we ended up winning on a walk-off grand slam. That was absolutely nuts. So yeah, that gets us to the World Series here finally, and as you can see in the upper right-hand corner, we are up 3-0 in that series. Or sorry, not in the series. We are up 3-0 in the fifth inning. That's our first moment. We've rarely had momentum factor in to these game modes, mostly, or for the World Series, it's been mostly 0-0 ball games in the fifth or sixth inning is where we've been entering. But instead, for Game 1 of the World Series, we're going to enter in the top of the fifth, up 3-0. So let's just get right into it. We plan on playing all four, hopefully, wins of this series and getting it done tonight. So that should be the plan for the stream.
So let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney, who spoke earlier with some players from both sides about what it means for them to be playing in the World Series. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. As you might expect, these guys were beyond excited to get this World Series underway when I talked to them earlier. They absolutely dominated on their way here by sweeping the LCS in 4 games, and that has them feeling ultra confident about their chances in this Fall Classic. However, a number of the players acknowledge that the guys in the other dugout are going to be just as hungry for a world championship, so they know they are going to be tested every step of the way in this series.
Leading off for Cleveland, the right fielder, Jordan Luplow.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
And that's up and in for ball 1.
If you watched my stream on Twitch earlier today, I hit a leadoff batter, and that was one of the reasons we were down in the Game 1 of that Dodgers series, because I accidentally hit
the 1-0
leadoff batter
home
because I couldn't see my meter.
is laid off for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. In there, 0-1. Plawecki stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Up next for Cleveland.
And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these 2 teams took to get where they are tonight. Plate, Corey Kluber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Tuning into the stream, my plan after I'm done with this March to October, I think,
strike two swinging.
To hop into another
Hey, this offense needs to check
right
themselves
away,
right now.
really
They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable.
With the rewards
I mean, they're one strike away from being shut out for 5.
And just the general entertainment value and playing it, I think I'm going to be playing another one very soon. Do you have an
Swung
opinion
on
on
and
the
missed.
team
He
you'd
got
like
him
to
on
see?
strikes.
Definitely let me know.
Down in order go the Tribe.
I'm
They
thinking
trail it
based on the
here, 3-0.
rewards for doing those teams, I might do the Nationals. The Mariners were another team I thought about. And there are a couple others.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon.
If there's one that jumps out to you, please let me know. And,
First pitch coming, here it is.
It would be cool before this game is over, before we, get to MLB 90 or MLB 20, once, the development cycle on this one is closed. It would be great to get to all 30 teams.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
The different challenges that each team would provide.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's out number 1.
We can kind of afford the coach, but I don't really want to. I want to try and add on and run this
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He has an even 10 hits in 38 ABs. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Luplow. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these 2 teams took to get where they are tonight.
I just realized my mic is not by my face, so if you could barely hear me before, sorry about that.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball
and
not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
And the runner back in standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right
side. There's a base hit. Welch is going to take forward.
Can't bring it down. Base hit. And he's safe.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Roll.
Travis Shaw, if you've been watching
you tip your hat to the pitcher
jump on my
right
screen, he's been the MVP of this series easily.
Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And it's quickly 0-2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Well, regardless, Kluber's going to be at 70 pitches.
Once more is taken for ball 1.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Kluber has not thrown a strike, but it's still 2-2.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked the bases loaded. All right.
Two ways to look at this walk. If
Yeah,
you're the
this
hitting
could be an
coach, you say,
absolute death
that's a
blow to
great
game one
AB.
if they could get
Down
a yard
0-2
here
and you
with
work
that
the walk.
quick
But if you're a
Moustakas
pitcher
result.
like me, that's just a
Yep.
case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So the bases are loaded here. Two men gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. Naquin is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
We got the tying run coming to play.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. A hit in 2 at-bats for
3
him
straight
at this
switch
point in the
hitters coming
ballgame.
up, so pick your poison. Jose Ramirez, Francisco Lindor, Carlos Santana. Oh boy.
First offering on its way.
For the Indians would be another
Taken,
fun
and that
team
one
to use.
catches the
I
bottom
think they
part
got
of
a
the
Michael
strike zone.
Brantley card as their reward. I wasn't too interested in that, but maybe at some point we'll do that.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt. In fact, Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its
Got
way.
him.
Swing and a
That's
miss.
a big
And they'll
out.
dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Not out of the woods yet. We got
Ready
Carlos
to deliver.
Santana.
Here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-1 fouled away.
Oh boy, he could have gotten a lot of that one.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Count remains at 0-2. Zimmer over at second. Naquin at first. 2 out in the inning. Fouled off. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Just off the inside corner,
Santana's
taken
proven to
for
be
a
a
ball.
tough out here.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this good.
Got him. Wow,
Wow,
after all that, he takes strike 3. He was not looking for that breaking ball.
Keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network.
So we got 3 straight switch hitters.
Digging
Not
in
along
now,
the run.
Brian Braun, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
There's a base hit for Brown. Or we don't
Into
see him.
center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Gotta make sure I got my bullpen situated. I think we are. We got Burns and Claudio. Why don't we... Yeah, let's just keep them both in the pen. And
here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
If we add a couple in this inning, I might just throw Burns out there for a couple innings. There's a base hit for Grandal, and we got the first two on.
The pitcher, number 52, Jimmy Nelson.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight.
Paul Kluber,
he'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. James Hoyt takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
He's standing back in a big inning. And Eric Thames, I think he's the guy.
Eric Thames will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Home run and 5 RBIs. He's been a very valuable pinch hitter in this playoff series for us.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center.
It might be. Nope. It won't be.
He will make the catch here on the edge of the warning
that could have been a game-breaking 3-run home run.
And put it away for the first down. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
They're playing a double play depth.
D. Gordon. He was a
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bunt.
Last time up. From the stretch, runs up and gets this one down. One there.
Alright, we'll take that. We'll absolutely take that.
And the inning will continue.
We got our slow runner off the bases, and we got run in. We got an extra run on the board.
First pitch on its way. Strike called. Now the throw down.
D. Gordon steals second.
Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there.
Got an 0-1 count. Okay. Runner in scoring position.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll fall in between them. The throw into second, but he'll get in there.
Wow, an RBI double from Kane.
Because he gets absolutely jammed.
That one just caught the line. See if we get a replay of how close that was.
Ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt.
Wow, right on the line there. What a call.
Standing in now, Christian Yelich, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hard hit ball to second.
Oh man, slow that one up that way.
He'll whip this one to first.
All right, so we got 2 more. I think we're definitely going with
another good inning for the Brewers.
Now.
It's about time to.
Let's keep Claudio, I guess, in there for now.
Corbin Burns is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Brewers, number 39.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 home. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. If he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Jordan Luplow comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
The 1-0 home, and it's fouled away. Luplow, base runner at first with one out. And he fouls this one off.
We can roll a double play here.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Braun on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. Mike Freeman will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Mike Freeman.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Canceled 3 throws.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now at the plate, Bradley Zimmer. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. Base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Slapped hard the opposite way.
We're out of it.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Need to. Oliver Perez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Digging in, Jesus Aguilar. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
5-0 lead here in game 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count.
Late on the fastball.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Fastball slider sinker for Perez.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's gone. Bye. Have a great time.
Got a chance, and it's gone as they add still another.
And he got all of that one. What happens when you bring out a lefty to face a righty?
His first homer so far in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
At this point, we're just taking big hacks, trying to head on to the lead here. 6-0. I'm feeling pretty confident we can close this out.
This is pulled into right.
Boy, thought I got more of that.
And he makes the catch for the out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and it's caught in the outfield.
I think I might have been a little too on top of it. Let's see where that PCI placement was. Well, just pulled it. Right into the shift.
In now, Mike Moustakas. He'll swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. And Santana able to stay with it here for out number 2. Here's Ryan Braun now. First offering on its way.
Ooh, tough one.
On a line, that's a base hit.
He's just the run.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal.
And another base hit for Grandal.
That's
third down to third.
He's got his third hit of the game.
I had no idea what the arm strength of that center fielder was, but I made it work.
The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Dan Otero enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try
You know
to keep
what?
the deficit
I want
right
to keep
where it
Burns
is.
out there. I don't want to use anyone else in the bullpen. I'll finish this game with Burns.
Standing in now, Corbin Burns, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker.
And we'll have to leave it there,
right,
as this is strike 3, and that will retire
on a big inning, but you get to keep Burns out there.
Tyler Naquin, he steps in off a base hit in his last at bat.
Hopefully not get too deep
and that
into the
one's in on the
bullpen
hands
for
to
game
start
1.
the inning. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I think we still have Claudio just sitting there waiting in the pen.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
So he's ready in a pinch.
2-1. Pitch popped up.
Right now, this is Corbin's game.
Aguilar is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. No runs on 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Behind 0-2 now.
Uh-oh.
High and deep to right.
That's a quick one back to Cleveland.
Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Well,
yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero quitting. They're going to battle until the last out, and with that homer, they're that much closer to prolonging this series.
Francisco Lindor is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Rolled slowly to first. Aguilar over to his left, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So now Carlos Santana, no hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hard hit ball towards the hole.
Yeah, we got through it. Okay, so 1-1. One run.
The inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run. No.
Still feel pretty good about Burns in the ninth. I thought he got through that quick enough.
In this contest. A ball and no strikes.
We'll just keep Claudio there in the pen. He's been keeping ready.
Pitch is popped up.
That's going to be a base hit.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an
Ooh,
infield
outsmarted the computer there.
The game. That's awesome.
A 1-0 delivery. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Right side.
That's exactly what we wanted to do, get that base hit to the right side.
Second in this one,
Now we got 2 of our fastest runners on.
No further than second as
I think we got Yelich up now.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
And he lays off there 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. The second for 1 to Santana to get the double play.
On that scoring out.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
I think that's straight to second for the double play. Alright, well, we'll see if Aguilar can drive home Jordan at least.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
So a few extra pitches, that wouldn't hurt either.
Hit hard to the right side.
Boy, I'm just missing it.
Ready on 1 and 2. Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery, and he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
He's got a full count. Travis Shaw on deck.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left.
Liner to left.
Zimmer is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Milwaukee leaves 1. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. So digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
I'd say if we get that pitch count over 40, let's start thinking, and especially if we got runners on, I think probably bring in Claudio to finish.
The 0-2 once more. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Proving to be a problem.
0-2 once more. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Fair Holmes for the win.
The right fielder, number 8.
Into the box now, Jordan Luplow. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped him up.
And a quick out, number 2.
Shaw in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Kevin Plawecki. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Cleveland. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet.
In game 1. 1-1-2. Got him.
Good night.
Alright. 1 down, 2 to go.
Well, in terms of what shape this series is going to take,
that really rides on the Game 2 result.
If they can do it again tomorrow and go up 2-0, they'll become heavy favorites to raise the trophy. But we could also be heading into Game 3 at a new venue, even at 1 apiece. So really, we'll know a lot more after Game 2.
We've got crazy momentum at this point. I hope we're leading in this Game 2 as well. Here we go, and top 6 were tied. Okay. So no advantage this time. At least we're not at a disadvantage. We're in the top of the 6th. Looking to take a 2-0 lead. Hang on to home field advantage. Woodruff with 11 Ks. In a pitcher's duel.
So the Brewers talked to our own Heidi Watney before the game. Heidi, what's the state of this team headed into this upcoming game 2?
Matt, there's no doubt they're riding high after coming out on top in game 1, but that doesn't have these players or coaches feeling more at ease about this game or the rest of the series. Sure, it's nice to get the first of 4 wins out of the way, but many players told me they have to bring the same level of focus, intensity, and execution with them into game 2, especially since their opponent is going to be even hungrier for a win here tonight.
Leading off with the
first pitch of the at-bat.
center fielder, Tyler.
Swing and a liner.
Oh, base hit right
and
away.
That's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, after starting the game
pitches
0-2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
He's set, and the pitch. Low for ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another while you get a W.
Oh, no.
Right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Okay, we are in the danger zone with 2 leadoff runners on.
Jump out at you.
And here's the
Boy,
thing
that,
from a
that
pitcher's
series of
perspective.
switch hitters
You look
really
at this
screws
line and you
with me,
think,
though.
wow, he's been
just
sitting
don't know
guys
what to
down
do.
all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big
I'd
spot.
love to get a double
and he
play
was able
here.
to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Line drive to center field. Kane patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Okay. I'll take one.
Striding in for the
Santana.
Indians, Carlos Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Losing it.
And this is on the ground.
There we
to
go.
first. Could be 2.
Good enough.
To Gordon for
Good
1.
enough.
Relate to Aguilar, the double
All right,
play,
we
and
won't
that
test
retires
it.
the side.
We will
So
definitely be
no
pulling him.
runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score.
Leading off.
Barnes and
Next for Milwaukee,
Claudio.
Lorenzo Cain. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
This game
He didn't
is
pitch
rolling
at all
right
this
along as we
series, that
move
would be
into the middle
fine.
innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him
Straight low.
in, but that hasn't been the case. Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
And the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt
Could
for a
be
ball.
3-0
It's
right now if
2-1.
we've gotten that first call. Oh,
Strike
that's just
2
a
as the
tough one.
hanging slider was let go.
Not expecting it to drop in.
Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. In is Christian Yelich.
Yeah,
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch
Oh,
fastball
of course,
swung
now
out and
he's
missed
leaving
0-1.
the fastball up there,
He's
making
been
it
doing
look
a
like
nice
that's
job
coming.
out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And great extension
Hung
as
that
he drives
one.
this one high in the air and deep the other way.
Let's go. Christian Yelich, the MVP.
It's a solo home run
Can't
for
hang
Christian
too many of those
Yelich.
breaking
His
balls
first
to the
homer
middle of
here
my
in the
order.
series. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Christian Yelich, Going yard. Put us on top in game 2.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Well, I was just used to him hanging breaking balls. I wanted another one.
Last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Right. I don't think that's going to have a distance.
He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now batting, Travis Shaw. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, man.
And missed. It's 0-1.
He's thinking that high fastball is
3 hits and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 0-2 to Travis Shaw. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
Swinging at those high fastballs all day.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Right, so we are going to bring in Claudio.
To the plate thus far. Alex Claudio is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
Alex Claudio.
Back up the middle. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
Didn't want that in the lefty-lefty matchup.
Potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. Now at the plate, Jordan Luplow. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Hard liner to center field. Kane is right there, 1 down.
Got a quick one back.
Now batting. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kevin Plawecki. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. 0-1 the count.
He can roll a ground ball to the
better
play
pitches is the straight changeup. You can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Kipnis leads off first with 1 away. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Brandon Barnes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 9.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yelich is under it, and that ends the inning. Indians lead 1. It remains 1-0. Oliver Perez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
We're going to have lefty.
Ready for another shot now.
Honestly, this might be haters
Matchup
inning.
numbers with Oliver Perez. He's 1 for 2.
I mean, they got pretty obvious. Although Zimmer's about even, Nyquin definitely better against righties, and Ramirez better against righties. Yeah, this is going to be haters inning. I'll get Jeffress up as well. And Claudio's already got a decent amount of pitches, so I think we'll go elsewhere in the pen.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. That's lifted the
Fly
other
ball to
way out to left.
That's going to get
And
down.
that'll get down for a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Help us add
When you're
on.
leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference. So double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set with the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor.
Might not be the worst thing in the world to make a substitution here. About an even defensive. Yeah, let's get Pena in there for Moustakas.
And we'll have a pinch runner here as they'll look to get a little speed out at second base following the leadoff double. Now the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's see the Bronny. See if we can at least get him moved over to third. That would be perfect. Oh, I just lost that. I thought that was coming back in the zone. Visually just lost him.
One away. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. There's a ball into right center field.
There we go.
That's going to be a base hit.
RBI double.
Now this will rattle up against the wall.
That'll easily bring Perez home.
As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, they already had the lead, but that extra run makes a huge difference, even if it's only psychological. The pitcher knows when he steps out there that he has a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
Ben Gamble will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Really doubled me off at third, too.
Catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Here's D. Gordon now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Mixing speeds on me, making it tough to stay this up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back.
Got a piece of that.
Grandal on third with 2 out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes.
All right, got me with the slider.
We
got a 2-0 lead.
A run on Hernan Perez will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
For the Brewers.
Josh Hader enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out.
Entire series.
Leading off the inning, Bradley Zimmer, as they'll look to get something going here
That's
and
how much
even
he
this
pitched
game up.
in the
No
entire
balls and a
playoff.
strike to count.
1 inning. That's all.
Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up.
These games are kind of gone.
There, and he has
They
it for the
saved
out.
him and saved him and saved him.
Now batting, the center fielder.
First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back.
Got him.
Take a good swing at that one.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter.
There we go.
These
Hader
days,
goes 1,
pitching
2,
is
3.
And we'll have
Boy,
to
with
leave
8
it there
pitches
as
on the
the play
line,
is made
too.
here to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. James Hoyt is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 50.
At the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Santana's worse against righties, and Kipnis a little bit better against righties. So, other than Suter,
ready
that's
with
a
the first pitch. Here it comes.
Lefty is on the
first
mound.
pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
See how we feel tonight.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Luplow on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The right fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Christian
Yelich had to go ahead home run.
2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Swing hard liner to left center.
Over the left, that's a base hit.
His third of the game.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Aguilar can get something done here.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. And it's fouled away.
Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Here it comes, 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. And just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And this is lined softly here to the left side.
To the left of where we needed that. Boy, that lands just by the base.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
He's pitching nothing but sliders.
Breaking ball that time.
There's another slider.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing.
Oh, and then of course he gives me the fastball
swing and a miss,
too.
And they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Slider.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
The batter, number 14.
Now at the plate, Hernan Perez. He's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. No balls and 1 strike.
Be nice to have a lefty out right
Boy,
now.
the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
He's throwing a lot of sliders behind him.
Slap hard the opposite way, and the 2-out threat will not come.
Well, he hung one, and I drove it to right.
Just
right to the right fielder.
They're up 2-0.
Alright, so we are going to keep...
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally.
That was the toughest one he was going to face, is Lindor. And we get the 1 pitch out.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He was a double play victim last time around. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
2
quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
This
is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kane is under it.
He's quick out.
2 gone now. Standing in, Jason Kipnis. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. And this will be a call.
Got the call.
In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Cleveland. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. 41,900 strong on their feet here at Miller Park. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing.
Got him.
And a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
We're 2 games to nothing. Halfway there to a World Series title.
Yeah, another impressive win puts them up 2-0 as this Fall Classic will shift to a new venue now. They will certainly enjoy their day of rest before they have to gear it up again for Game 3.
And on the losing end of this one, what about the Indians?
Man, they're facing some long odds, having to win 4 of 5 now, Matty V. But if they could just grind out a win in Game 3, the math would start to look a little bit better. I look for them to gather themselves and to come out swinging in the next couple of days.
Well, take a dominating 3-0 lead. We got all the momentum on our side, but we are trailing 2-0 in this one. Interesting. So we will have to come back. We'll have Yelich at the dish to start. Facing top of the 6th. Nobody out. On the road. Now we're in Cleveland.
Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi?
Matt, they've started strong in this World Series, jumping to a commanding 2-0 lead, with the series now shifting to a new ballpark. When I asked these players for their outlook on Game 3, they emphasized not underestimating their opponent. As one player put it, we've got to be prepared for a counterpunch. Our opponents had a day to brew on Games 1 and 2, and I guarantee they're going to come out ready to go tonight. We've got to stay aggressive and try to keep them off balance.
He apparently did come out ready to go, leading 2-0.
Now,
let's take a look at our bullpen real fast, make sure we got who we want. We got Barnes and Claudio. Barnes, again, do not want him to pitch this series. Claudio will just keep him ready and waiting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle.
Base hit.
And a base hit. So early
There
trouble
we
to
go.
lead off the inning.
Tying run on the
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them. And seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
In now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fouled away.
I got the fastball. Out of the zone. I was looking for one pitch.
A bouncer up
Oh,
the
there's
middle.
your double play. Oh, that's a rally killer.
They turn the double play.
Now batting.
Shaw
And that
got
brings
2
up
legs
the
of the
left-handed
cycle
hitting
already with a
Travis
single and a
Shaw.
double.
Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's just 2 for 9. First delivery to him on the way. And this will be fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Outside, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Fouled off.
I'm going to let that fastball get past, try to stab at it.
Line, but speared on a hop.
Oh man,
put a good scoop at first, saves an error as the side is retired. None left.
He had 7 hits and no runs to show for it.
So now Carlos Santana. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away.
You got Peralta in the game, pretty much made it into his work.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis.
Alright, Peralta, you had a good start, but it's time for you to go, buddy.
4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
22, second baseman,
Alex Claudio takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
your attention please.
First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
There to take it now is Kane as he puts it away for the first out. Here's Leonard Martin in previous meetings with Alex Claudio. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And Braun will handle this one for route number 2. Digging in once again, Jordan Luplow will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Santana is off at first with 2 away. Can't do much with that one, and it's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Full count now. 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe, but they hold a 2-0 lead. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Mike Moustakas. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Probably worth taking a look at our lineup after this game.
They're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast.
Although I think
they could certainly use that
pretty
right
much
now.
the lineup we want in.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I was thinking the pitcher spot's due up because we got a DH. We're fine. We can keep in Claudio as long as we want.
Hit Weekly back to the mound.
Probably not too long, but
and the
maybe
throw to
another
first
inning.
is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The old rules, man, get me every time.
Striding in once again, Ryan Braun. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second, and a reach, but he can't get there as it falls.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks, and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. No balls and 1 strike.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready for him to hang a curveball like that.
This is flared out towards second.
There's one.
On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Plawecki. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
2 double plays since the start of this game.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats.
Zimmer, what is he doing?
Here's the 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The back throws him on the fastball there. Bradley Zimmer becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Naquin is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and
Claudio's
that will do
some
it.
good work.
Down in order go the Tribe as they're unable to. Digging in and looking for more. Hernan Perez, a hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ramirez not great against lefties. I may keep Claudio in for 1 more and go to a righty. Go to Jeffers. I do really want to take this game and make this a sweep, but if we can't get the bats going, we can't
First
get the bats
offering
going.
on its way. A swing and a drive
Well,
set
that's
down
a big hit.
And that ball gets down
That's a
out
play
near the
by
wall and
Perez.
should be extra bases. The
He
relay.
wants to win this in 4
And he's
games.
going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Boy, he hung that breaking
That's
ball.
what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's D. Gordon now. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take
Well,
you
if we
deep.
can get a
But if
base
you
in
allow
that
him to get
gap
on
on the
base,
left
the
side.
chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And he takes ball 1. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Gordon ahead, 3 balls and a strike.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Now a bunt attempt here.
Oh, I saw them move up.
And it's full now at
They move
3-2.
back on the guarding the lines. I tried to lay one down there, but no dice.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a check
Watch
swing
him.
here, and no
Let's
swing,
go.
says the home plate umpire. Not
2
even
on,
an appeal.
nobody
It's
out.
ball 4.
We got somebody
And now
warming
is
up. We gotta
Lorenzo
hit this
Cain,
cross
over
or
3
pitcher
with a couple
before.
of strikeouts for him to this
Or
point
to
in
get
the
a
ballgame.
reliever in there.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh
First
man,
pitch
that
here
was
is
my
hit off
pitch.
to the right side and
That was my
fouled at
pitch. I don't know
strike
why
1.
I'm waiting so late.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first
Time
out.
for that bad man.
So it's a tight
That
spot
MVP.
here. First and second, 1 man out. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting
He can't get
outfielder
it done.
Christian Yelich.
I don't know who can.
Here's the first pitch to him. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
And power swinging. This is the guy to do it with. Power swinging until I get the 2 strikes.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Oh, not
I
cheated
thought
on
for
that
sure
one.
that was
It's
going to be a
2-2.
fastball.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one.
2-2.
I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
Swing and a miss. And
Wow,
they'll dodge a
how
major
can he
bullet
never
that
come with a
time. 2
fastball
away.
there?
So now
That
it'll
is
be
just
the
an
four-hole
absurd
to
abuse of the
Jesus
slider.
Aguilar. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes
He
strike
really
1.
likes that slider
Well,
right
he's done
now.
a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Base
Back
hit.
up the middle and in for a base hit. Perez is on his way
Perez will
home.
score.
He will
And to hold
score.
Gordon.
And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring
They're
base
going to
hit.
go to
You
the
know what happens
10.
sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You
Take a
find
look at
yourself
this
in a tough
pitcher.
spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it,
Oh, they got
and
a
you lose
lefty,
concentration.
Tyler
And
Olsen.
that might have been what happened in that case.
Number 49.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
So he's an 80 overall lefty. Not a lot of speed. Pretty good per 9s. I think we're going to keep Shaw in there.
Now
Unless,
time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire.
Look. Is there anybody? There's nobody I mean, maybe Gamble. But nobody I'd really feel that much better about. I think we're going to stick with Shaw here. He's one of the guys who got us here.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Fouled away.
He's not throwing overwhelming speed. An 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
And now a fastball,
be
but
able
he's
to
able to
handle
hold
that
off on
if
it,
I
and it's
recognize
2-1
it.
now. Two-one pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Stock is a much better
This is the
versus
matchup
lefty
they wanted, bringing
hitter.
in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help
There
the
we go.
situation very much.
Bases
And
loaded
he
from the
misses ball
Stockers.
4, so now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but
Bring in the
he did
lefty
not
for the
want to
lefty-lefty
walk to load the
matchup and
bases.
walk the
Now he's
first
really
hitter.
got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Oh, right to short.
Reined in. And a close
Boy, that
play
was
first,
close.
but he's called out and the side is retired. 2 hits.
Alright,
Digging in
so
the
we're
switch
going
hitter,
to try
Jose
and make it a
Ramirez.
one-run
He'll lead
deficit to the
things
9.
off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
So I think we wanted him to just that
So
one
here's
hitter.
Francisco Lindor now. He's batting cleanup, but
Lindor's
has
the one
been
who's
shut
gonna be
down so
second.
far at the plate. 0 for 3.
Alright, so we're going to bring in Jeffress.
Jeremy Jeffress answers the call
Now,
now,
worst
looking to
case
get this one
scenario.
on to the 9th inning without any trouble.
Jeremy Jeffress.
First
Put
offering on
somebody
its
else
way.
in for the 9.
Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0.
Haven't pitched 2/3 of an inning.
Hit hard on the ground to the right.
Oh,
That is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face. And he's going.
In there. Now the throw.
Oh, I was not watching for the steal at all.
Steps in as he steals the bag easily. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Lindor, the runner at second with 1 away. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Previous meetings with Jeremy Jeffress. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Fouled off. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Got him.
Let's go.
By him to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on
We've
MLB
had some 9th inning dramatics in this series if you've been following it.
Brad Hand comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 33, Brad Hand.
Striding in to start the 9th, Ryan Braun, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, Ryan Braun's the one guy you want against the lefty closer to start the inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. Waves
oh no, that was
one
I needed
2.
to lay off. 1 and 2. Sorry, that slider completely fooled me.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Kipnis is calling for it. 1 down.
Oh, 1 down.
Ready now. Yasmani Grandal. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
0-1 the count.
Gotta have better plate recognition than that.
And a slider just about gets away
Full
from him there
disclosure, I
as it
did just
runs
try
in a
and
bit
swing
too
at
close
that,
for
but
comfort.
the animation saved me there.
I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating
Angle
that
of his
heater and the
delivery is
off-speed.
tough on him.
Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Again, a 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Take.
Started to
There
go.
we go.
Did he hold up in time?
3-2.
Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home.
Oh,
He pops it up,
just
drifting
underneath
just
it.
beyond the infield. Kipnis is there.
It's not my favorite to face lefties with. Marquez came down, came around with the leadoff double.
He's 1 for 4.
Hang another slider, and let's just take it out of here and tie this one up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think we're going to be falling to 2-1 here, boys.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians are right back in the series. They take game 3 here at home as this one is over. So it's now a 2-1 series. And guys, where does this put the narrative entering game 4?
Well, after 3 games, the series obviously can't be any closer to this, but the Game 4 outcome is going to have enormous implication on what the narrative becomes. We'll either see this series deadlock at 2 or a 3-1 stranglehold.
Yeah, and what a world of difference between those two situations, Dan. Game 4 is going to be a golden opportunity for one team to seize control of this series, and basically a state of emergency for the other.
Now look at this. We are back to a 2-0 lead in the top of the 6th of game 4. But Cleveland is going to be fighting for their lives here because they know the difference between 2-2 and 3-1. So if you're just tuning in, we are playing March to October with the Brewers. We made it past the Nationals in 5 games, and we swept the Dodgers in the NLCS. And we are now in Game 4 of the World Series against the Cleveland Indians. We are up 2-1. We won the first 2 games at home. We
was still
lost
running
game
high in the
3.
clubhouse earlier today. One player told me they had some things they can improve upon, but that the game really remains the same. And if they keep playing the game the same way they have all season, they believe they'll be walking out of here tonight 1 game away from a World Series championship.
Stepping in, Christian Yelich. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing.
I would literally rather have... Brent Suter pitch here. Actually, then I'd rather have Corbin Burns, even though he's not entirely healthy.
Hit on the ground to third.
Oh.
Ramirez is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Riding forward now to Brewers cleanup hitter Jesus Aguilar. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Slider laid off for a ball. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Not close. It's 2-0. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Missed it.
And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Good shot, you do, buddy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The starter maybe closer to getting out of the game. They can go deep into their pen as they try and keep it close. That would be critical.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Naquin looks up.
Let's go.
The dynamite.
4-0 in game 4.
A 2-run shot that time for Mike Moustakas. His first homer so far in the series as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
You can just see the wheels turning in his mind on the mound out there. I was cruising, just needed one more out, then give up a single and a homer. Goes to show you can never take an out or a pitch for granted in this game.
Braun up there.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. That's popped up out towards short right field. Luplow coming on. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
With our bullpen,
so it's
that
2 runs
feels
here on
kind
2
of like a
hits, with
death
one of
blow,
them being the
but
home.
we still got to make the pitches. Chassin is throwing a gem.
Third baseman in time, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
6.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Can't leave too many fastballs there, though.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Chassin will do this himself, and that's the first out. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way.
Just a ridiculous lead so that we have all our best bullpen guys to do in 5.
For the first strike.
That would be an ideal scenario.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Settling in now, Jose Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Seared down the first base line.
I wouldn't be opposed to going
no
another
runs, 4
inning or
hits,
2
no
with
errors to this
Chassin.
point for the Indians.
Get
1-1.
out of this one,
You know,
though.
he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Hit on the ground out to short.
All right.
And the throw just
Oh,
does
get
beat
out of
him
the
at the
6.
bag, so the side is retired. Indians go
And
down
all
1, 2, 3.
Perez,
They're on the
Gordon.
short end of a 4-0 score. Oliver Perez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 39.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. He's only 2 for 10. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And that's by him. It's
Shouldn't be swinging
0-1.
at that nonsense.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up
been
in
a
the
long
zone.
day.
So
My
if
plate
you can
vision
place it
isn't
a
what it
little above it,
usually is.
they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Perez coming into this fully healthy. Didn't he pitch last night?
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Hernan Perez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
I'm torn between really
Pitch on the
wanting to
way.
have good at-bats here and just get
Fouled
my
off.
pitchers back up. Because I feel like we can hold a 4-run lead, but... Oh, what up, John? Thanks for tuning into the stream. I am really liking the new show. I'm playing March to October right now, if you couldn't tell. It is a blast. I think we won like 111 games with the Brewers. Made it past the
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and
Nats
he's
and
behind
the
in the count 0-2.
NLDS in 5 games, and then swept the Dodgers to get here. And now we're up 2-1 on Cleveland in the World Series. It's been a blast. I was saying earlier in the stream, I think once we're done with this March to October, I'm going to start a new one. I take suggestions because I completely swinging an awful slider. I definitely take suggestions on a next team to use. I was thinking the Mariners were up there. It'd be fun to use a couple former Brewers on the Mariners. Another team was the Nationals that I was thinking of using. So I'm open to suggestions though, for sure. I'm really liking the new show for sure.
Here's D. Gordon now. Lifted down the line and left. Zimmer's in pursuit, and they can't run it down. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
D. Gordon was a mid-season acquisition for us at the trade deadline. I think I got him off screen. You get a few trade options throughout the season. I hopped on a D. Gordon trade at the deadline. It was weird too because this was before the roster update, so the Brewers have like 3 catchers on their roster, including Eric Kratz, who isn't on the team in real life, and then they don't have Orlando Arcia, and then he was part of the D. Gordon trade. He was originally in the minors, but you can't call anybody up.
Hard sinker misses 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball.
Oh, I thought that would be off the plate.
And the side is retired.
Oh boy. Alright, well, Chassin's throwing the gym, so it's not going to matter.
In now, Francisco Lindor. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. And he fouls this one off.
Lindor.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Kane is going to get back and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The first baseman.
So I wonder if this is the Cleveland's lineup, like, order in real life, because putting 3 switch hitters back-to-back to back is just obscene.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Like, that is a late-inning pitching matchup nightmare.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
They haven't had
Blake Snell on the Rays? Okay.
Yeah,
John, definitely. We're friends on PSN. We'll hop on the BD soon. We gotta. I love the multiple lineups too, because I normally in past Diamond Dynasties, like, I've just had like one lineup that's mostly just grinding for stats or whatever I need, and like I never have my best team, so now I have a lineup that's just designated as my best team, and so I'm like ready to. I play more ranked seasons this year, which is awesome because, you know, I can actually have a lineup ready for that, and then I can just change it if I want to do something else. That's, I think, one of my favorite additions is multiple lineups to Diamond Dynasty. That was much requested by the community, and to their credit, they added it.
He's hitting
We'll hop in a game soon, Rick.
And that one right down Main Street. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
A little low, it's 2-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches.
Well, he has some trouble with it.
Ooh, a mirror error by D. Gordon there.
Good job that
We
time
got
of
through
not
it.
giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. They're down 4.
Yeah, I'm trying to think off the top of my head because one of the reasons I'm playing March to October is to get those rewards. I'm not even sure what the Rays reward is.
From the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50, Jay.
The Brewers reward is an 89 overall Raleigh Fingers that I'm gonna be excited to add him to my lineup.
Striding into the box, Lorenzo Kane. He's 1 for 2 in this
The
one.
center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo King.
Alright, because I've talked a lot of crap about Jacob Barnes, I might pitch him in the deciding game if we're up big. But not this one. Actually, yeah, I'll keep Suter up. Zone hitting.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah,
And that's in there for strike 1.
Operation Sports Forums,
you look at this hitter,
those
he doesn't
rosters
care
are
about
always
being
clutch,
down 0-1. He doesn't
because
care
otherwise
about having
it's
2
not very
strikes
fun to
with
play
him.
like,
He's got the utmost confidence in his ability
it's not
to
very
work
fun to
back into the
play
count
like
and get him
franchise
something
mode,
over the heart of the plate.
Barely able to make
without
contact. Down 0-2
real
now.
players in the minors, because like otherwise it's just kind of randomly generated people. But yeah, Diamond Dynasty's a blast. Like,
1 and
just
2.
I mean, they kind of changed it. Like last year, they had a few more things right off the rip, as far as like cards you could work towards and stuff. But there's still plenty to do in Diamond Dynasty this year. And if you go through the first inning program, you get some decent cards and stuff.
Across that time, laid off for a ball.
Yeah, like the first thing I did day 1 was I hopped in.
And a full count to Kane. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Green Thumb, March to October. Honestly, I have played this
could be a productive inning.
a couple streams and a couple offline bouts. I would say close to 8 to 10 hours probably to do one run through. I would say that's a pretty optimistic assessment. About 8 to 10 hours. But yeah, for your Diamond Dynasty is a blast. I mean, it's fun to just like build an all Brewers lineup, which I started.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Just play with different cards, get experience with different cards, and, you know, work on different programs. I enjoy the grind. I think that's one of my favorite aspects of MLB The Show online. Just grinding for cards and stuff.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
But March to October, I mean, that's been a great game mode addition this year for the show.
Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason
No mercy. Let's
monster
deal
right
with the
here,
other
having
two.
a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do
Easy
it
now.
like it's
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Fastball swung on and
They're
missed.
still swinging at
I wouldn't be
nonsense.
surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. You're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1. Might as well fish a little bit further.
Swing and a miss, and
that
they'll dodge
slider.
a major
Thought I
bullet
got
that
down
time.
on it.
2 away.
Classic slider down and
Oh
away
yeah, and
for
the other
the
thing you
strikeout
mentioned, John,
there.
about zone
Not a
hitting,
whole lot to say about
that is
pitch. It hasn't
definitely
been
worth
said a
learning. It
million
is
times
a
already.
steep learning
That's just a
curve,
real
but
tough pitch for a hitter
it
to
is
pick up out of a
well
pitcher's
worth
hand.
it.
So they end up chasing when
You know,
they're in
had my
protect.
struggles with it. I mean, you'll see my PCI placement is all over the place sometimes. I still don't claim
And
to
that
be
brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
any
As
degree
the
of
first pitch to
even
him is in there for a
semi-professional
called
at it,
strike
but
1. Hits are even
I
right
think
now
that
at
is
5 aside.
the best way to hit, because otherwise you're kind of getting random feedback almost. I mean, if you're just doing analog or whatever the other setting is for hitting. Zone is definitely the best way to hit.
Catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
A pause and the 0-2. Chopper foul.
Yeah, PCI placement.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2
Normally it's a little better than this, but I am
fastball that misses inside.
kind of in the midst of a long week and a long season. The spring season is a long one. So.
Fouled away.
Difficulty is all-star, so it's been sufficiently challenging, but also, you know, kind of middle of the road. I wanted to play on a difficulty I felt for sure I could win on.
That one misses,
got a lucky call
and I
there.
think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
I think I can win a few games playing on Legend or Hall of Fame, but, you know.
2-2. Doesn't get the zone.
I'd much rather... I didn't want to invest 8 to 10 hours of gameplay into this and then not win. So I wanted to be sure I could win on all four.
Hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Yeah, they changed pitch speeds this year. See, I was late on that. I wouldn't be late on that probably in 18, but they made pitch speeds faster, particularly on the higher difficulties. So honestly, the best way to improve your zone hitting is to just go into practice mode a little bit and just, you know, focus on your, you know, your timing and watch that PCI placement and make sure you're getting good feedback on that and just adjusting accordingly. You know, the tips that I've seen from people over the years, you know, include starting the PCI up and in or in the middle of the zone, wherever feels comfortable. I mean, it all just depends. It comes down to, you know, whatever feels right for your play style. But, you know, figuring that out in practice mode, because probably the worst place to learn, I know you probably want to hop into online games or franchise mode or whatever, but like the worst place to learn is probably playing online, because people just crucify you if you're learning, you know, something new. I played a ranked seasons game the other day where I tried pure analog pitching instead of this meter pitching, and I gave up 8 runs in the first inning, and I nearly came back. I think I lost the game like 11-9, so I like nearly came back after giving up 8 runs in the first. Trying on analog pitching, and then I switched back to meter because I was clearly just going to get mercy there if I kept on meter, or if I kept on analog. So we are just rolling right along here. I've just been kind of half talking, half rolling through the Indians lineup here. Moustakas had the big kind of kill shot, 2-run home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and now a pitch hit sharply on the ground.
Another big swing with him here.
Foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, online can be intimidating. Road to the show's not bad.
And right into the shift.
You know, you can kind of change your batting stance accordingly. Yeah, I mean, just doing the grind, whether it's, I mean, playing the game in any game mode is going to earn you cards and stubs that you can use to improve your team. So, just play the game, earn stubs, and you'll also progressively be awarded cards that can go in your Dynasty lineup.
And bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
See if Brownie can help us run up the score a little bit.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Oh, and hitting, especially zone yerk, is all about the camera angle.
2 balls and a strike to Braun.
You want to, if you're not using strike zone camera, which is the one I'm using right now, you want to be using that because you're not going to be able to see the ball well enough using zone if you're using a different camera angle. So I would definitely recommend a camera angle switch to zone hitting.
So striding in, Yasmani Grandal. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ooh, hung that one. Hung that one. 5-0. It's still Grandal. I can't hit against lefties with him, but I can club righties sometimes.
Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game. You've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Yeah, Matt, boy, what a different ballpark this place plays in Cleveland. That old Municipal, they called that the mistake by the lake. But Progressive Field, this is a tough ballpark to hit. We'll hit them out of, D-Row.
You know, this is an interesting ballpark, Dan, and that's why what they were able to do today on the offensive side was so special. This place early in the season plays super big. It's cold out there. The ball is not traveling. Once the summer months heat this place up, right center becomes a nice option.
I mean, once I'm done with this stream, you know, I'll be on a little bit. So shoot me a party invite or something. I just want to finish this road to the show, and then I'll be ready to play. If you want to just do a play now with a couple teams, or want to see my Diamond Dynasty team, I'll try not to completely murder you.
And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball
coming to a complete stop. I'll see if you're on after this once I'm done, and shoot you an invite.
Highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Into the box now, D. Gordon.
All right, let's get on to game 5 here.
On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Tyler Naquin. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here.
Oh, just missed on the
reach
ball.
to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Are you talking smack about my shutout right now? Like, really?
0-2, here it is. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Kane is there.
All right, we are an out away from getting to game 5 with a 3-1 lead.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Gotta locate one more pitch
Naquin,
there.
the runner at first with 2 gone.
Oh, Santana.
Last strike now for Cleveland. Good waste pitch, 1-2. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to be...
Got him. All right, we are headed to game 5.
To end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout for
Chassin. So we're going to go into game 5 with a potentially... I mean, we should have an entirely healthy bullpen. I think we're going back to Milwaukee, so we're going to have a rest day.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.
All right, does it go 2-3-2 or does it go 2-2? No, I think Game 5 will be.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
Right,
and Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi?
Matt, a statement-winning Game 4 has given this club a 3-1 stranglehold on this World Series, putting them just one victory from hoisting the championship trophy with 3 games to play. But these players are being careful not to allow themselves too much satisfaction about it. As one team leader put it, they don't give out rings for winning 3 games. You've got to win 4. And we're facing a World Series caliber opponent, so we can't afford to get complacent.
The second baseman, D. Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside 1-0. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0 home. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Coming in is Zimmer. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. That's a strike to throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
So we've got D. Gordon in scoring position here in the deciding Game 5.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He has an even 10 hits in 38 ABs. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And this one
we got
away.
a runner to third with nobody out now.
And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
if you're still tuning in and you've watched the majority of this series, I'd be curious to see what people think about who the World Series MVP is.
As we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting.
At this
right
point,
there.
I would like it
Put
to
the
be
ball in
Yelich,
play
maybe
and let the guy
Mustakas.
trot home from third to put your team on
I
the
don't know.
board. Good
I feel like
baseball.
everybody's kind of contributed.
In is Christian Yelich.
We got a 1-0 lead here in the 6th now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses
Kluber
ball 1.
pitching in the deciding
There's not too many
5.
umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Scorched to third.
Oh.
Ramirez is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Wow. Scorched that one to third.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. High in the air into shallow left center. Lindor is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base.
Indians, the third baseman.
And he gets ahead here with the
Is that
fastball.
Zach Davies pitching in a decisive Game 5? Really?
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Alright, we got to get... Our goal for Game 5 is to get up by so much that we can justify putting Jacob Barnes in the game, because he is terrible.
Into the
and I don't
windup.
want to
Here
pitch
comes the
again.
0-2 pitch.
Because he gives up home runs like it's nobody's business.
Over to his right. 1 away.
But if they get up, because they talk so much crap about him,
Up next for Cleveland.
I would consider pitching with him.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hot shot to third. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Carlos Santana now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. The windup and the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's through into
Travis
left.
Shaw
So a
is
leadoff
actually
single
who I
here to
want to
start the
see
7th.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Yeah, Travis Shaw's the guy I want to see win MVP.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Another
He's
2-run home
hitless
run
in his
here
2
would be
at-bats
just
so far.
perfect. That would clinch MVP for him.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
That's a
Waiting
fly
on
out
it
for
is Zimmer.
left.
He's got it 1 away. Standing in, Ryan Braun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away.
Alright, well, we got another runner in scoring position.
And a bad time for that as the
Especially
runner takes second here.
A little bit.
Shaw leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Swung at that stupid pitch there.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to Braun.
Kluber is not close right now.
A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively.
Like
Don't mess
Randall
around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to
Cutter
a
in
3-2
there.
full count now.
I would have probably played that like a
You're not
slider
going
in
to get
some
many
ways.
balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And this one misses to Braun. It's ball 4.
Alright, 2 on for Grandal.
So it's a tight
3
spot
home
here.
runs.
First and second, one man out.
Oh, yeah, look at
and
his
up next, the
stacking.
switch
He
hitting
almost
catcher,
looks like an
Yasmani
MVP.
Grandal. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Boy, the
Gotta
Brewers
get
haven't
Kluber out
done
of the
much
game.
up to
He's
this
not
point. They
throwing
need to get
strikes right
something
now.
going, and they need to get it going right now.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that was
Great
a ground
chance
ball
right
double
here
play.
as a
But with the
hitter
bat
to be
on there.
aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
3-0 now.
Hernan Perez. About to hit a walk-off, or a massive grand slam.
Belted high
Ooh,
and deep into
this
right
could
center.
be.
Naquin ranging back, and this will kick off
Shoot.
the base of the wall.
Shoot, oh, I had to
And a
hold
good
everybody
throw is
because I
gonna
wasn't
hold
sure.
that runner at third, so they're loaded now with
That's
only
a
one away.
long, loud single.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, B-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Curveball call there.
D-Row, I
I'm
think
not
he would have
swinging
been
at that.
toast if
That's
he
a
tried to stretch that one
guaranteed
into a
double
double.
play.
Ready with the 0-1. There's strike 2 as
Boy,
he
now
catches the
Kluber's
outside
pitching
corner.
like an all-star. Now that he's
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases
the
loaded like
bases
this,
loaded.
this is your chance to be the hero.
And on 0-2, he misses with a
yeah,
fastball.
bases loaded in a
Hey, this is a
1-0 World
monster
Series
strikeout
game.
situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Oh, it's on the
Oh,
ground to
get
second.
there.
Did he get his
Don't
double
do
play?
it.
The
No.
second run. Go to Santana.
Oh,
Double play,
the one
and
thing we were
that's
trying to
out of
avoid in
sight.
that situation, a ground ball double play to end the inning.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Well, gotta avoid the big inning, gotta avoid the solo shot until we get a
The
2-0
windup
or
and the
better
0-2
lead.
pitch. Lifted the other way out to left
Braun
center.
get there?
Braun giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
I don't know why
Here's
my
Leonis
bullpen is
Martinez.
doing
He
this
struck out
shape right
swinging
now.
in his last trip.
No,
to the
oh
plate.
no. Oh, I hit the wrong
Here comes the
thing.
Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on
Oh, I
his way
meant
to
to
the
sit him
mound.
down.
And we're going to see
didn't
a
wanna
pitching
do that.
change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Oh man, you
So
know how
as he
bad I'm
leads
gonna
with the
feel if I
bases
just like
empty, he
give
stands
up
to
a
be
home
the
run
winning
now.
pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead.
And Barnes, you can sit down. Might as well just get Hader up now too.
First offering on its way. Ball 1
Okay.
as he
Well,
lays off below
Claudio's
the
been pitching
zone.
well for me. He's like my fourth best bullpen guy
Hit
and
out
a
towards second.
pretty
Gordon
good
is up with it.
bullpen, so
And quickly there are 2
he
away.
should be fine. You know, maybe there was a blessing in disguise
Now to the
because
plate, Jordan Luplow. He's
Davies
working
is
on a
not that good a
1-for-2
pitcher.
game so
He could
far.
have easily given up a home run
It's
to
taken
somebody.
several inches below the zone, in fact. And he takes something off
And
here as this is a
Claudio
lazy
will
fly
get
ball
us
out
through
to
it.
center field. Kane
All
is under
right,
it, and he
good
makes
effort.
the catch for out
And
number
we'll
3.
get to the big guys. We'll get Knievel and Hader.
So the batting order turns over now.
For the 8th
Set
and
to go.
9th.
D.
Hopefully
Gordon.
get us
He'll start us
home.
off in the 8th.
Gordon.
Hit on the ground to
I'm
short.
going to look at the matchups, but I'm probably going to go
And
Knievel.
off-balance throw is in
and then
time
Hader
as
for
he
the
takes
9th.
one away. Wow.
The center fielder, number
Now
6.
in the box, Lorenzo Kane. He's working on a
I can't
1-for-3
think
thus
they forfeit
far.
these at bats either.
takes this the other way to right. And that's into the
A
outfield
good
for a
opportunity
one-out
to
base hit.
increase my lead at the top of the
That was a
order.
well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
He's attempting prospect to try and go with clean here though.
Now the 1-1 pitch is ripped.
There we go. MVP coming up huge.
That could be two bases.
Sending Kane.
Rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll
2-0 lead.
They extend their lead to 2.
Well, they already had the lead, but that extra run makes a huge difference. Even if it's only psychological, the pitcher knows when he steps out there that he has a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
Perez out again.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is forthcoming.
He's giving up a home run to Aguilar, I'm pretty sure.
Here this evening. So he'll depart after getting one out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss, barring a late turnaround. Lofted in the air out
thought I
toward
got
right
low
center.
enough on that.
Calling for it.
Probably too low because they popped it up.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping up now, Travis Shaw. The matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. He's hit this in 3
to make it an even
at-bats.
3-0 would be perfect.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Now the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Luplow on the move.
I think it will, but
He's got it. A great running play.
alright, so we are headed to the bottom of the 8th. 2 innings, got to hold
So
this
coming to the
2-run
plate,
lead.
Kevin Plawecki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, 2 lefties. Oh, and they're lefties that are better against lefties, so there you go. There's your answer instead of Canova. You gotta look at those per nines. It's not always about matching handedness.
Number 46. Corey.
First offering on its way. Fouled
Well, not
off.
the per nines, but the actual contact and power versus lefty and righty.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
He's set, and the pitch. In there, strike 1. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Drilled on the ground is short. Perez has it, and
4
that's the
outs
second
away
out.
from Milwaukee's first World Series title.
Ready once again, Tyler Naquin. He was a ground out victim last time up. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They're still down. It's 2-0. Tyler Olson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
There's the 3 switch hitters coming up in the 9th.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Come on, Moose.
Lifted down the line in left.
Get a nice little solo shot here.
And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. One gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Yasmani
Grindal versus the lefty.
Was a base hit. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in his count.
Nick Wooden's under it, and the inning is over.
That's a 3 outs away from a multi-hour journey
but they're on top 2
to
to
win a World Series.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And obviously they'll need a 9th
We'll
inning rally here
go.
if the series is going to make it to a Game 6.
3 innings,
Josh
4
Hader,
strikeouts,
man
1
called on to close
save,
this one and earn a
no
save in the
runs.
ninth.
Didn't appear to hit or any base runners allowed.
Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to
on
be
the
the
first.
guy.
We are 2
That
outs
is a
away.
huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor.
We
Retired via the ground ball last time. Throw on
out
first,
away.
and now the Indians are down to their final out. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Santana. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Well, they really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
All even now, 2-2. Last strike now for Cleveland. And
Got
the
him.
celebration is just beginning in Milwaukee. The Brewers are World Series champions.
What a sight to see. World Series champions. Why are you still all waving your towels? You lost.
Wow! World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy.
Screenshotted that.
And that's City.
Did a real quick screenshot there. What a run.
Back now on the show. It's all over. And you see the reactions there to the final out.
Well, who's the MVP? That's what I want to know.
And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Eric Thames, what a beast. Screenshot. Sorry for all the gaps in the screen here. Just taking screenshots to commemorate this amazing finale. They never showed the MVP. That's lame. Well, if you watch the whole stream, I'd be interested, even if this is after the fact and you're just watching this, not live. I'd be interested to hear what you thought of who was the MVP. What did you think of the World Series run? We're officially done. We got a grade of amazing. First in the NL Central, 111 wins in the regular season. We got a bunch of program awards for the Brewers. We'll look at those in a second. Yeah. Look at that. Beating the Cubs by 18 games for the Central Division Championship. And then going on to win in 5 games in the World Series. That was fun. I gotta say, if you're thinking of getting the show and think this, March to October series is for you, I would definitely recommend it. It was a blast to play. I cannot wait to start another one, even with teams I really don't care about. Like I want to try, making it with a bottom feeding team, and a lot of teams in between. I just want to try this over and over again. This was an absolute blast to play. Well done by the Sony developers, or the San Diego Studios developers, and just everybody's done a great job on this game mode, because it is just an absolute blast to play. So with that, last thing we're going to do here is check in Diamond Dynasty for the awards we just earned in Team Affinity. So if you're not aware, beating this on All-Star as I did should have earned me 40 stars towards this Team Affinity, which, there you go, 20, 10, and 10. And that gets me this Stadium Sound that I did not have, Raleigh Fingers, and 2,500 stubs. So let's look at this Raleigh Fingers card, 101 Ks per 9. It's got good stamina for a reliever, sinker, slider, forkball, four-seam. That's an awesome card to earn there. Got some good quirks as well. Well, thank you very much if you're tuning in after the fact, or if you stopped in for the stream. It was nice to have some comments to interact with a little bit. Thank you very much for tuning in. This game again was a blast to play, and it was made even more fun by having you guys along for the ride. So thank you very much for tuning in, and that'll do it for the stream.